Hi Libra, Happy New Year. Welcome to your forecast for 2012. We're going to check in and see what's happening the year ahead with this deck here. We're going to pull one card for each month, and then we're going to pull an angel card from this angel deck and see which angel will be with Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for 2020. Let's jump right on in, my lovely Libras. What is going on? Please show us January 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And you're starting off the year with a bang. Here you are with Knight of Wands. I forgot to do something. All right, had to get the candles in here. You guys know how I am with those candles. Okay, my darlings, so you're starting off the year with Knight of Wands. This is very fast-moving, fiery energy. There could be something happening with a fire sign for some of you in January. It could be indicating fire energy. If you have fire in your moon or in your rising, that could be coming to the forefront. If you don't know what your moon or rising is, you can go to cafeastrology.com. You can plug in your info. It'll tell you on their calculator. I am not sponsored by them. I don't make any money from you guys going over there. It's just a very common question people ask. How do I know my moon or rising? That is a very fast, free way to find out. But Knight of Wands could also indicate passionate energy. It can indicate that you're pursuing your passions. I'm hearing new lease on life, new lease on life. I heard it 3 times, new lease on life. So there could be something happening for some of you where you're treating this new year as just like a do-over, that you're going to really appreciate everything that you have. You're really going to go out there and live to the fullest. So some of you might be coming out of a very difficult year. 2019 maybe was not very kind to some of you Libras, or you're just getting over some kind of a scare. There could have been a health scare. There could have been something happening with somebody close to you that made you realize, hey, life is short. I'm going to really pay attention to what matters here. And that's the feeling I'm getting with this card for you guys, Libra. It's like a sense of urgency. Now, those of you who watch my readings, you've heard me talk about Knight of Wands when it comes up in a love situation. It could definitely indicate someone who's here for a good time, but not for a long time. So there could be some kind of little romance or some kind of little fling that some of you are starting the year off with in January. Not necessarily, but it could be. Overall, though, the common, most dominant energy I'm getting from this is like just that appreciation and living to the fullest, like just kind of going for it. Like that's the energy that I'm getting. These other 2 little diamonds here are going to be for the clarifiers. I'm going to pull 2 clarifiers, but I'm going to do that in the extended video because some people are like, Amethyst, you need to wrap it up and move on. So we're going to do that. We're going to move it along. We're going to see February 2020. February 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Holy moly, Queen of Wands. You got all this fire energy, Libra. What's going on? Fire is fueled by air. Maybe you're getting somebody hot and bothered. I don't know. Maybe, Libra, you're working your magic on somebody, huh? Queen of Wands can be, again, fire sign person. So maybe some of you definitely have a fire sign thing going on. Queen of Wands is very passionate. She's very intelligent. She's very sexy. She's very independent. I associate her with entrepreneurship. I associate her with people who maybe just kind of wake up one day and realize what they're bringing to the table. And they're like, look, I'm really sick of working my butt off and other people are getting rich off of my blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm over it. So there could be something happening for some of you Libras in February where you are fed up with this situation and you're in this sense of healthy entitlement where you're like, there's no reason why I can't have more. There's no reason why I can't succeed or have the accomplishments or wealth or whatever that other people around me seem to be getting. When I see Queen of Wands come up that way in a reading, the results tend to be very fast. Like you're just so fed up that you go for something and you get it. So if you're going for a higher paying job, if you're starting a business, if you're taking an existing business more seriously, there could be something happening where there's a great deal of success, coming in a very short period of time. Now, in a love situation, if love seems to be at the forefront for you in February, this could be a new lover type situation. Queen of Wands could be sometimes a third party situation. So you may be walking into a third party situation, or you may be in a relationship and someone is coming along and they're tempting you, and you're the one who's stepping out on someone. Situations are going to be different, guys. These are general readings that are going to apply in different ways. With the clarifiers, we'll be able to pinpoint it a little bit more. But the overall energy that I am getting, she looks like she's kind of winking. I feel like some of you are just interacting with someone who's helping you get your fire back. Somebody who's helping you get your fire back. Somebody who's just really, really fun, exciting, very charismatic energy, and somebody who's very independent. I feel in some way that this person is bringing you a choice. You've been asking for a choice. You've been asking for a change. And this person is coming along and offering you this change. It's going to be up to you whether or not you want to accept it, whether or not you want to go for it. But there's a sense of adventure. You know, kind of continuing off from that Knight of Wands card. There's a sense of adventure. And it's funny because if you think about it, Knight of Wands was your energy about just like kind of going for it, new lease on life. And then the next month you've got Queen of Wands coming in. So it's almost like a partner in crime, maybe, or just someone who maybe is a little bit more advanced than you are in the I don't give a crap department. I don't know. It could just be someone that is going to be teaching you some things. It doesn't have to be someone older than you. It doesn't have to be someone, more experienced than you. It could just be someone who seems to have adapted a lot more of a free-spiritedness. Maybe you're just now getting into that free-spirited energy. And this is someone who's like, oh, I hear you, I feel you, let's go, let's do this. So there could be some kind of educational experience in that way, like just fun. Maybe you're not taking this too seriously, and you're just kind of wanting to see where it goes. Again, we'll pull clarifiers and get more of a pinpoint on the energy. Let's go ahead and see what's happening for you in March. What's happening for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising in March 2020, please? The Magician, okay? So there could be a pretty big crossroads that you're coming at in March where, decisions maybe perhaps are being made, but those decisions are happening kind of like in an automatic way. So let me explain. When we have major arcana cards come up, this is a major arcana card, the situation has to do with a significant crossroads, a life lesson, something bringing you into your life purpose, life path, significant soulmate, all of that kind of heavy duty stuff. And so when the Magician comes up, you're manifesting, you're calling into existence. So Libra, some of you have just not been paying attention, but you've been sending out these little signals, like from your heart, from your soul, like these little cries for help or these little wishes as you were having difficult times in 2019. And those have been heard. It's like you were unaware and you were like transmitting this signal out into the universe. And now these things are going to be manifesting, okay? They're going to be manifesting as you're coming into 2020. And so in March, you're going to see that a lot of these things are coming true. Like, wow, I feel like I dreamed this into existence. There's going to be a sense of serendipity, quote unquote coincidence. Very few things in life are coincidence, if anything at all. but, you know, you're going to see those so-called coincidences happening. You may also be seeing the repeating angel numbers, 444, 222, 1111. You know, you look at the time, it's always 1111, or you might just see repeating numbers. This is the universe saying, hey, you know, you're on track, you're manifesting super quickly right now, so make sure you're keeping your focus on that which you wish for, on that which you want. But with the Magician card, again, it's really fast-moving manifesting energy. And I feel, Libra, like a lot of you are beginning to do more meditation, incorporating more metaphysical beliefs. I think that some of you are really kind of trying to understand energy, frequency, God, higher power in a more scientific kind of way. And I feel like some of you are incorporating that in your practice of, you know, positive thinking and self-care and manifesting. I'm getting like a visual of somebody taking down like vision boards and ripping them up. Like, you're like, this is garbage, like this doesn't work. But at the same time, you're realizing what works for you to manifest. And this is something I'm going to put out there, Libra, because I'm being made to feel like I need to repeat this, and I'll move on to the next card. Sometimes people have a hard time visualizing. They can do 1,000 vision boards and nothing happens, right? Or they can sit and they can try to picture something in their head and nothing happens. It's because we have to have the fire. We have to have the passion and the feeling as if it's occurring for it to occur. This is why I think you're starting off there with so much fire energy. It's like the universe is gifting you this fire so that you are able to manifest, getting your spark back. And so I always say, if you have a hard time visualizing what you want, then go ahead and listen to music that makes you feel the way you want to feel. Watch movies that show the kind of life that you want to have, and feel happy, you know, feel inspired as if you're there. See yourself in that scene. Don't watch it and long for it and say, oh, I wish I had that. I don't have that. Because when you do that, you create a spirit of longing, and you tell the universe, or program the universe, here's all the things I want to be far away from me. Because when you're looking at it with longing, you're looking at it like it's so far away. So don't put it far away from you, put it close to you. So you guys are smart. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's go ahead and check out your April 2020. Please show us April 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My God, all these major arcanas. 2020 is going to have a lot of shifts and changes. I'm telling you, a lot of people who've been stuck are going to get unstuck in a very big way. There's a lot of major arcana energy. And when we have major arcanas coming back to back like this, we're being told there's going to be significant changes. Now, again, Wheel of Fortune is this whole thing around something that was stuck beginning to move forward, becoming unstuck. Libra, I feel like this is coming in as a sign or a message for some of you who are about to come into abundance, like a lot of abundance, a lot of abundance. Maybe whoever this person is who's coming in the beginning part of the year, this Knight of Wands meets Queen of Wands kind of thing. It could be a love affair, but there could also be a business aspect to it in some way. So maybe you are embarking on this journey, this investment, this collaboration that might be bringing in a lot of money. Spirit is saying that whatever this process is, it's going to have a season or a cycle where it will slow down. But if you're wise with that money that's come in, when things slow down, you're going to be okay. You're not going to be worried about it. You're not even going to think about it. So it won't be a problem. It won't be an issue. It's like when you're in that time of plenty, harvest it wisely. You know, maybe look into investing, not just saving, but investing. Like maybe I can take this and put it into something a little bit more stable, or something that's going to grow, or something that's going to accumulate interest over time. You know, things like this. I do feel a very fast-moving energy with this Wheel of Fortune. I'm even seeing like a wheel or a tire rolling down a hill, just getting faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. So there's going to be very, very fast movement, very fast changes. Be wise, though, with what's coming in. I'm hearing do not squander. Do not squander. And I heard prodigal son. Heavy. Wow, it got heavy there. That might resonate with some of you. You know, maybe you're feeling like a prodigal son, or maybe you're coming out of a prodigal son stage. Prodigal son, gosh, you know what? I'm not going to get into it. Google it. I'm not going to, people are going to be falling asleep while I'm explaining that. But maybe you're coming out of a time when you feel like you really had a good portion or part in your life, and you spent it all, or you didn't take care of it wisely, and now you're just kind of like returning and just kind of begging for the old days, or begging to be able to get on your feet again. You're going to get on your feet again, but don't let that pride get the best of you, or the money lust, you know, get the best of you. There's some second chance coming around, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at May. What's happening in May 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Please show us May 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alrighty, so we have 8 of Cups. Wow. This is why. This is why, exactly why Spirit said, be careful with the abundance that's coming in. 8 of Cups is a card that I've seen over the years reading for people. It usually comes up for people who are overachievers, okay? Or who find themselves in an overachieving cycle or overachieving pattern. So what happens with 8 of Cups is your wish is coming true. You're working really hard towards something. You're going to get it. Then when you get it, you're like, but I thought I was going to feel different once I had this. I thought I was going to feel different once I had this credential. I thought I was going to be happier once I had this certain dollar amount in the bank. I thought I was going to be happier when I met my soulmate. I thought I was going to be happier when I had kids, or whatever the heck. And it's like you're getting what you wanted, but you're like, but I'm still not happy. Something's missing, something more. And so this is the whole thing. It's like we're trying to fill a void. We're trying to fill this missing piece. And we think, okay, well, I must have to achieve something bigger. Or maybe there's something wrong with the person I'm with. Maybe this isn't my soulmate. Maybe I need somebody more exciting, or, you know, whatever. 8 of Cups is like, no, what you need to do is you need to connect with the higher self. That's what's missing. You know, it's that God-shaped hole, and you're trying to fill it up with everything except for God. Now, God is a broad term. I'm not going to sit here and say that you have to believe in God and what I believe God is, or what somebody else believes in what God is, but you have to find out what God is for you. Okay, and it might not be a traditional kind of temple church kind of situation for you. You know, my advice to you is this: think of what makes you feel connected with love, and spend time with that. And that will lead you to what your higher power is. Spend time doing something that brings you in your zen. It could be gardening. It could be hiking. It could be, you know, taking care of animals. It could be taking care of children. It could be volunteering. It could be listening to music or playing music, doing something artistic, doing something creative. Whatever takes you to that zone. Make time to be in that zone. Okay, this is going to guide you to your spirituality. Just real quick, I'm going to testify here for a second, guys. Bear with me. And some of you have heard me say this, and it comes up a lot in the private readings. People ask me about it, so I'm going to say it again. I said a while back in one of the videos how I was raised super religious, super duper religious. Like all this stuff was bad and evil and the devil's work, and I was like training to be a missionary and just hardcore like in that. And I lost my faith. I won't get into it. Long story short, I went through a like dark night of the soul, and I didn't know if there was a God. I couldn't even pray. I couldn't bring myself to pray, and just nothing was comforting. Nothing made me feel better except for being in the water. I started going swimming, like to relieve stress. I found God in that water. It wasn't the first time I went swimming. It wasn't the second time I went swimming. But as I did it, and as I released, and I was just in that happy place, it became a meditation. And it was in there. I mean, grew up going to church 3 times a week plus 1 hour of Bible study every single day. Learned to read from a children's Bible, but I didn't find God until I was swimming. So that's just an example that I will give you. You know, don't put pressure on yourself to try to take on your spirituality or your connection because of a traditional way or some kind of doctrine, okay? We'll move on to the next thing. But for you in April, this is going to be the theme. Finding your connection, finding your zen, so that you don't go through life feeling like, man, I can't be happy. Nothing's ever enough. Those of you where you've been in that cycle, you're going to break out of it in April, or at least you have a chance to. Please show us May 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please show us May 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is crazy with all your major arcana. Now you have the Empress. And you know what's actually pretty cool, Libra? Empress is associated with Libra, as is the Justice card. But Justice card is more about action. It's more about, you know, boundaries, action, you know, logic, all that good stuff. Empress is more about creativity. It's more about nurturing energy. It's more about just that beautiful, soft, what we consider to be feminine energy. So Libra, this is saying that you are going to feel a surge of feminine energy. And this applies to you whether you are masculine or feminine, whatever you identify as, male, female, non-binary. You're going to be connecting with that nurturing, loving, feminine energy. By way, perhaps most of you may be connecting with your creativity, okay? You may be connecting with your creativity. You may be connecting with your you know, entrepreneur kind of energy. This is also a card that a lot of the times will come up and represent successful business. If you are self-employed, as you're coming into the slider energy, you might find that it's carrying over into your business and that business is doing better, that money is coming in. We did talk about that, right? That there could be a big shift of money coming in. And some of you may be seeing this in May of 2020. And I will say this, guys, I'm not a medical medium. I cannot diagnose anything in the physical body. Do not schedule a private reading to ask me if you're going to have kids in 2020. I can't tell you. That falls under the medical category. But Empress can at times indicate someone becoming pregnant. So this could go either way. I mean, maybe some of you are going to be very happy and very overjoyed. But maybe because of what's going on in your life, you might be like, oh, heck no. Like, this is not a time for me to be having babies. So, you know, if you are of age where you can conceive children, or if you are able to get somebody pregnant, and if that's something you don't want right now, be cautious, especially for those of you where January and February may indicate some kind of love affair or some kind of, you know, hot and heavy, you know, little fling that might be happening. That fling could get serious real quick in May if there's a little baby on the way. So be aware of that. Unless you're like, hey, I'm totally down, then you know, whatever. If that works for you, that works for you. But be aware of that. You know, this could also sometimes indicate you know, babies being born. This is not something I typically get into with the Empress, but real quick, I will say this. In the Doreen Virtue deck, Empress is depicted by Archangel Gabriel. And so Gabriel can also be messages coming in. Messages is not a traditional meaning of the Empress card, but for some reason I am getting that vibe. I'm getting that Doreen Virtue kind of vibe. So there could be something happening with Gabriel. Maybe some of you are meeting somebody named Gabriel or last name Gabriel. That's going to be significant for you. or receiving messages. You're receiving messages in some way. I don't know why, but I keep getting Archangel Gabriel. So that's going to be significant for somebody. Let's go ahead and move on to June 2020. What is happening for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising in June 2020? Holy moly. Libra, this is going to be an intense year for you. I have shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. You know, you guys are not my first reading by any means that I'm doing with this deck. This is a well shuffled deck. You have so many major arcana cards coming up here. So many major arcana cards. This is going to be a year of big changes for you. If you've been feeling stuck, man, 2020 is going to be unstuck in a massive way, and in a good kind of way. So you have the Hierophant coming up here in May. I goofed July. I just checked. I don't think it's May. You guys have to forgive me. It's like past 1 in the morning right now. July 2020, you have the Hierophant coming up. So Hierophant could indicate a Taurus or somebody with Taurus in their moon or in their rising. Again, if you don't know what's in your moon or rising, or if you want to find out the moon or rising of somebody that you know, Cafe Astrology is a good place to figure that out. So it could indicate a Taurus, something significant happening with a Taurus. Hierophant can also be commitment. Okay, commitment. Now, it's coming to you after that Empress card. And I did say some of you, there could be an unexpected pregnancy. So it could be that, you know, Taurus is like, hey, now you got to do the right thing, or let's like commit, let's take care of responsibilities. There could be something happening where, you know, somebody is getting pregnant and then there's like, okay, well, we're going to get married then. Or you just feel like, wow, I really want to be with this person with or without a pregnancy. There could be this Empress energy that's coming in where you're just all into this person's nurturing, loving, beautiful energy. Or they're all into your beautiful, wonderful, nurturing energy. And there could be some kind of commitment or some kind of proposal. Hierophant could indicate at times traditional marriage, like traditional legal marriage. It can also indicate truth being revealed, contracts, agreements, promises, things of this nature. So Libra, you're getting very clear pretty much on what you're wanting the rest of your life to be like, okay? Whether the focus here is a person in terms of relationship, whether this is your agreements, your contracts, your opportunities in terms of business or interpersonal relationships, you're getting really good footing here. You're getting very connected. And being that you had 8 of Cups earlier, and then to have these other cards happen and have Hierophant happen, it tells me you're getting a very clear idea too of like what your principles, what your priorities, what your beliefs are, what your spirituality is. Okay, and some of you are going back to some of the traditional basics. You may not be a religious person per se, but you are finding your basic core beliefs and values, and you're beginning to attract people in your life who also share those same core beliefs and values. So there's like this sense of like a wholesomeness or an honesty returning to your life. And I feel, Libra, that some of you have been struggling with this, that you maybe are not a traditional person, but then being around people who are not traditional or judgmental, they may have some practices or some things that are like way out there. And you might be like, but I'm not that out there. Like, I don't judge them for doing it, but I'm not that out there. So I think some of you are finding this beautiful mix between the old school ethics and the old school values, and not being judgmental and being a little bit open-minded, and, you know, everything's not so black and white. There are some gray areas. I feel like you're finding a happy balance between those two things. Okay. And you're finding people who are sharing those beliefs and values with you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and check out July. Was this July? August. Let's check out August 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I know my months, guys. I swear I do. August 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ah ha ha ha! I like it. King of Pentacles. So, King of Pentacles is going to be really good abundance, really good finances coming in. But a lot of the times, oh, it's Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. I am all over the place. Okay. King of Pentacles was said though. However, we're still going to go ahead and put that out there as far as offers coming in, abundance coming in. The difference between the King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles is Knight of Pentacles is going to be something that's going to be long term, something that you're working very consistently, and something that's going to require you to really commit here. Okay, King of Pentacles could be investments, things that just kind of come in and make money a little bit more effortlessly. Knight of Pentacles is going to require for you to take steps, one foot in front of the other, and to be patient. This is the thing about Knight of Pentacles. He's the slowest moving knight in the tarot. So he's not super fast, but he's thorough. Super thorough. And the work he does, you can depend on it. You can count on it. It's going to last. It's going to be something that is going to withstand the test of time if you can stay on course, if you can stay on track. So Knight of Pentacles is going to be energy that's coming in where you are investing your time and your energy in something. You are choosing or you are deciding to invest your time and energy into something. This could be commitment. Libra, maybe some of you have commitment issues, and so this could be the year where you're feeling ready to just kind of, you know, settle in there and commit to, it doesn't have to be a person, it doesn't have to be a relationship, it could be to anything. Okay, it could be to anything at all. But choosing, you know, making a decision, committing to something. And that's something, Libra, sometimes you guys kind of get a bad rap for that, you know. And some people get so offended when I say things like this, like, oh, don't stereotype the zodiac signs. I'm not saying it to stereotype the zodiac signs, but Libra, sometimes people say, oh, Libra has a really hard time making a decision, or Libras have a really hard time making up their mind. It's true that there are very decisive Libras out there, but if you are a Libra where you kind of have flip-flopped, or it's been difficult for you to, like, you know, put yourself down in stone for anything, there is an opportunity, there's something happening for you that you are going to make a decision that, you know what, I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to put my time in this. It could be a financial pursuit, but this is the time where it's time to get the work done. I'm going to just put this out here, Libra. I feel for some of this, this is more about you facing the things about you, or about your life, or the things that you've experienced, or the difficult situations that you've had that maybe you've just kind of pushed down and you kept them under wrap, or just ignored them by being an overachiever, right? Go, 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 go. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. No time to feel sorry for yourself. No time to be sad about the past. There's, you know, rent or mortgage that needs to be paid. Got to put food on the table. There's kids depending on me. There's mouths to feed, or whatever it is. It was just like, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and go. And now that we do see there's a little bit more abundance coming in, a little bit more creative energy coming in, you know, maybe if you were busy raising a family, maybe your family doesn't, you know, depend on you as much right now, and maybe you're just having some free time, maybe you're having some downtime, and now it's like, oh man, okay, well, here's all the things coming up that I kept pushing down. So for some of you, I feel like it's just kind of getting in there and doing the work of allowing yourself to release, or allowing yourself to take those energies and put them into something else, or being creative with them. Knight of Pentacles is not typically a creative card, but I do feel some of you are expressing these feelings or getting these energies out in a way creatively that might be coin, you know, money down the line, even though that might not be your intention. Maybe you're turning your life into a screenplay. Maybe you're writing music. Maybe you're doing something with art, poetry, you know, something, and it might become a project over time. That is another avenue of abundance for some of you. Okay. Again, general readings, it's going to apply in different ways. We will put clarifiers in the extended. All right, we're going to look into September 2020, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. September 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This card is kind of our stalker card for 2020. It's come up for a lot of the signs, but you know what? I will take it because it is a good card. My goodness gracious. Six of Swords could indicate, you know, travel, getting away, peace of mind, clarity, enjoying yourself, getting away and enjoying yourself. There could be some kind of a honeymoon situation for some of you with that Empress and that, you know, Hierophant that came in. Maybe some of you are going away. Maybe you aren't going away, or maybe you're going away for a significant period of time. You know, Six of Swords can definitely be a vacation, you know, just time away, enjoying yourself. It could also be for some of you where you are going away to find yourself. Maybe you're not traveling, but maybe you're disconnecting from other people and just kind of trying to spend time doing things that you enjoy doing. Like, you know, oh, I'm going to go to the museum today, or oh, I'm going to go to the aquarium, or I'm going to go to the lake, or whatever. Just something that maybe you decompress, that you just kind of enjoy spending time by yourself. I am feeling here, though, something in terms of, like you're surveying an area. So maybe you're looking at places that you're thinking of moving to down the line, or maybe you're looking at like properties you want to invest in. You know, some of you might be doing something where you're wanting to get a vacation home, and that's something you're trying to manifest. You might be going and checking out an area, or maybe you have a vacation home and you're going to go there and you're going to hide out for a bit. But there definitely does feel like just this feeling of peace, like just getting peace of mind. I feel for some of you, there's been a lot of bickering in your family, bickering, like just high pitched, like just back and forth. So I don't know if this is a spouse. I don't know if this is a parent. But like nagging, nag. And I feel like it's around money. And you're just like, oh, like you're disconnecting from it. Libra, some of you might be giving something to someone for them to just like go away, just take this and go away. You know, maybe there's been a conflict for you over finances for a while. And, you know, you've been just holding your ground like, hey, you know, no, I'm not going to let you nag me into something, or I'm not going to let you bully me into something. And like, you've been down to fight, like, like, bring it, let's go. You want to get lawyers involved? Let's do this. But I feel like you might be in the energy where you're just like, it's not worth it. Like, okay, I will write you that check. I will give you that deed, you know, whatever it is, just take this and go. So for some of you, Six of Swords, I feel in that way you're releasing something to someone simply for the peace of mind. And I think that because there's happier things that are coming your way, and there's happier situations, and you're getting into this creativity, and you're like connecting with your spiritual self, or that Zen, you know, finding your Zen, you don't have the desire to fight anymore. You're like, I'd rather have the peace of mind. I'd rather have the tranquility. You know, I'd rather not do this with this person anymore. So there could be some kind of settlement. This almost feels to me like maybe some of you were preparing to go to court. You were preparing to fight something or battle something out because someone had just gotten so under your skin. Like, you might have felt like, what an ungrateful person, you know, but you're like, you know what? Fine, whatever, just take it and leave. I just feel like you're washing your hands clean of someone, and then you're getting away. You're getting away, spending time away. Some of you maybe were thinking about going overseas or moving overseas. you know, going somewhere else, some other part of the world. Maybe you were trying to get some kind of abroad type thing, or like establish a business somewhere else, or you know, move your business to another part of the world, like just really far away to get away from this drama or this nagging. But I feel like you're finding that you don't have to go to that extreme. You don't have to, it's not that you have to go far away physically, geographically. It's just energetically you needed to disconnect. So I feel for some of you in September this is happening. Let's go ahead and take a look at your next card here. October. Libra time. What's happening in October 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Oh, you've got Six of Cups. So Six of Cups could be fond memories of the past, you know. It can also indicate somebody from the past coming up. It is your birthday month after all, so you could have people reaching out to you, old friends that are wanting to spend time with you. Maybe it's a significant birthday for you, you know. Maybe you're turning 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever. It could be like a big birthday that everybody's like, oh, let's all get together and spend time with Libra. Let's do something big for Libra. So you might be seeing a lot of people you haven't seen in a long time. For some of you, there could be some kind of like a big, like maybe just like friends from school or people from back in the day that are reaching out and wanting to spend time with you. And it can sometimes indicate reconciliation. So some of you might be reconciling with someone, or you could be with a soulmate that's really reminding you of like your younger days. You know, maybe you are with someone that you feel like you all are cut from the same cloth, or like you come from the same place, or you have the same upbringing or the same beliefs, or just in some way you're vibing, you're connecting. You relate to each other's experiences. So it could be something in that way. This is a card that sometimes comes up in love situations where someone likes to date outside of like the religion they grew up in, or the culture or the ethnicity of their background. And so sometimes when this comes up, this tells me that, hey, believe it or not, you know, you're going to find somebody from your background, your culture, your upbringing, your religion, who kind of feels the way that you do. That, you know, like they don't fit into it, and they've been looking outside too. But like when you guys find each other, you're going to feel very connected. You're going to feel very like, wow, this person really gets me. And that's not to say that you should not date outside of your culture or ethnicity or background. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying sometimes this comes up when someone thinks that, oh, I could never be with someone from my culture. I could never be with somebody with my ethnicity. Sometimes this card comes up to say, guess what? Guess who's coming along? So if you're someone that feels that way, like if you feel like you have to find somebody outside of your ethnicity, you know, this could be telling you, hey, you're going to meet somebody who, like you, doesn't feel like they fit in, and you guys are going to feel a sense of home together. You guys are going to feel a sense of familiarity together. And it can sometimes mean that way. I've seen it come up in readings in that way. We'll pull clarifiers, all right? We'll see in the extended. Let's go ahead and see November 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. Aha. You've got Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords could be sneaking around. Some of you could have a complicated situation where you are with someone you really like, but Six of Cups could indicate that someone from the past is returning, and you might be like, oh man, like what terrible timing. And you may be tempted to be sneaking around. That's on you. I don't know what to tell you, my darlings. I don't know if you want to risk something like that, but that could be a scenario for some of you. Overall, Seven of Swords could also indicate that you need to be cautious or careful if someone is resurfacing and they're trying to get all super close with you. You guys who watch my videos, you've heard me say this, when Seven of Swords comes up, it's usually someone that they've been creeping in the distance for a while. They've been keeping tabs on you. They've been, you know, keeping up with your social media. They've been keeping up with mutual friends. They've been trying to find a good time to just kind of try to weasel their way back into your life or into your life. Maybe it's a new person that you don't have a history with quite yet, but they're trying to weasel into your life because they want to get in your pants, or they want to get in your pockets, or they want to get into your pockets through your pants. So if there's someone that seems to be showing interest in you, be cautious. Don't be so super quick in November to just, oh yeah, come right on in, you know. Don't be so quick and just completely and totally leave yourself open. Because if you give this person enough time, if they are showing up wearing a mask, they're going to get tired. They're not going to be able to keep that mask on. It'll start slipping. You'll start seeing past it. So in November, just be cautious of who's showing interest in you, who's approaching you, who's trying to get into your time. Some of you might have someone that's trying to pull you into a business investment. Again, be cautious, give it time, you know, study it, get the information, get the facts, maybe let them be in business a little bit longer and see how it's going before you go hand them anything over. Seven of Swords can also sometimes be telling you for you to be cautious. You know, you may have success coming in and Seven of Swords might say, hey, look, this is not the time to be flaunting it around. I also feel those of you that you do have this relationship, those of you who are being very lucky in love in 2020, I do feel people are seeing this. And I feel like you may have some rivals. You may have some people who feel like they want to compete with you, or they're a little envious of you, and they might be trying to get at your partner. They might be trying to, see if they can steal your partner away. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm just saying be cautious of how much you're sharing about your relationship. You know, especially if you're a Libra that likes to brag. Or if you're a Libra that likes to, you know, just, you know, really put your business out there about how happy you are and what a great relationship this is, it might draw some unwanted attention. It doesn't mean your person is going to cheat. It just means that, you know, you might have people that are beginning to try to be close to you or spend time with you because they want to compete with you. Like they want to one-up you in some way, or they want to show you, oh, I stole your man, or I stole your woman, or whatever. So just be aware of that. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but just be aware of that. A lot of the times when Seven of Swords comes up, it could be telling you to lay low. Like now is not the time to be calling attention to yourself. So let's check out your December 2020. Please show us December 2020. Libra, it's you. We were just talking about the Justice card, right? The other Libra card. This was working for me in the other videos, Libra. I don't know what you're doing to me with your Libra energy, but I can't even get my fingers working here. Justice. Okay, this is another Libra card. And so this is going to be about boundaries, like we said. It can also be contracts and agreements. If you have had something going, you know, for a while now, where there has been disputes. Remember we talked about some of you were like ready to bring lawyers into a situation. There could be something being finalized in December of 2020 where contracts are drawn and signed. Agreements have been made. Maybe some of you are coming into a settlement without going into trial. Or maybe some of you are receiving offers. You might be establishing businesses or enterprises of some kind, you know, receiving contracts in that way. I don't give legal advice, guys. I'm not an attorney, so I will not read on court cases in private readings. But sometimes the Justice card comes up to let us know that we are going to be victorious in a legal situation, that there may be some legal situation coming up that, you know, the law may be on our side. You might be going after someone. I just heard defamation of character. Maybe that, wow. I don't know. So maybe if you have had somebody who's been making trouble for you or jealous of you. Maybe you're taking that person to court, or maybe you may have grounds towards the end of the year to take somebody to court. Maybe somebody's slandering you. Maybe somebody's jealous and they're saying things that aren't true about your business or something. Sometimes when Justice card comes up, it's saying, look, you know, you may be within your rights here. You may be successful if you were wanting to take this to court, right? These are general readings. They're going to apply in different ways for different ones of you. I do feel some of you are finalizing something around a divorce, though. Something around a divorce being or legal aspects, tying up financial things around like splitting with a partner. Some of you, maybe you're getting married and you're wanting to do a prenup, a post-nup maybe. Contracts being revised amongst business partners, or contracts being renewed, but there's a sense of like legal documentation. It's feeling more like legal documentation to me, more so than like a trial. Okay, again, general readings, and we will put clarifiers in the extended. Let's go ahead and see what angel is jumping up or coming in for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising in 2020. Move the candles out of the way so I don't set myself on fire. All right. What angel is coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the year 2020, please? Ooh, Archangel Raziel, the Hermit. Spiritual teachings are coming up. Self-discovery, spend time in quiet meditation. What did I say in your reading? I was saying some of you were really beginning to get into a habit of meditation, like around mid-year. I think it came up when I was talking about the Magician, which I think was in March. And I was talking about meditation. This is confirming that. You know, this is going to be a year where you're going to be able to get in that stillness, in that quiet space, and meditate. Archangel Raziel is also the angel of manifestation, and we were talking about manifestation with the Magician and how a lot of you were going to be getting that down. I love working with Archangel Raziel. Okay, I love Archangel Raziel energy. So, you might want to read up about him if you're open to working with the archangels, or if you just want to understand a little bit more about the symbolism that might come with it, with this card coming up. But this is going to be about manifesting. You know, Raziel is also shown in this same deck here as the Magician. So this is going to be very powerful energy coming in for you. You know, understanding who you are, what you believe, what's important to you, what you want. I feel some of you are coming into a sense of family for some reason too with this card. So maybe you are getting a do-over with a family situation, or, you know, coming into soul family. But really, really spending some time where you're pulling away. But that in the long run is opening up to where you're going to manifest, you know, coming out of that cocoon and being with your tribe, so to speak. All right. Really beautiful energy. Very, very powerful year for you guys. I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may, not weeks, this is for the year, but sometimes your moon or rising may resonate with you more than others. If you'd like to schedule a private reading, please feel free to do so. Click on the Calendly link in the description of the video. I am only doing, 2020 forecasts until February, and then after February the other readings will be available again, the 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute readings. And I know, guys, some of you may want more of a detailed reading, but you can't get a private reading right now. I understand. That's why I'm doing the extended, super affordable, $4.44. All you have to do is PayPal that over, and please, guys, indicate in the description that which zodiac sign you want the extended video for, and I'll get that out to you within 48 hours. I thank you guys so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. This has been my first full year on YouTube, so I thank you for being here with me. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey. Thank you for being a part of my journey. I love you guys. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for, again, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, And I'm wishing you a wonderful, amazing, happy, abundant, prosperous, wonderful 2020. Take care, Libra.